Hello and welcome to the highlights of three absolutely ravishing cricket matches. Australia versus South Africa, the first time these two teams are playing each other after those two fantastic matches at the World Cup in 1999. But just before the game started, there was just a fear that the events off the field might overshadow all that we'd been looking forward to. Certainly South Africa entered with a new captain, Shaun Pollock, who would know a thing or two about the ground at Durban, given that he played most of his cricket there. So what is the pitch going to be like for the big game? Dave Richardson was there.
Seems like the groundsman has done a very good job in preparing the pitch for today's game. As you can see, the wicket is very hard and the surface is very dry. In fact, in some places, there's almost a shine to it. I think it should be a very good wicket for batting, with very little seam and, in fact, very little purchase even for the spinners. I think there are two factors that the captain should consider at the toss. Number one is that the wicket is likely to juice up a little bit when the lights come on, but that advantage for the bowlers might be negated by the fact that the outfield is likely to get very wet and very dewy, and that could make the ball very slippery and very difficult to control. On the whole, though, I think if you win the toss, make the decision, bat first, and put the runs on the board and try and create some pressure.
There's Dave Richardson there advising the captain that wins the toss to bat first. Now, what actually happened? Let's go and join Trevor Quirk, who's with the two captains, Steve Waugh and Shaun Pollock.
There's the match referee and the new South African captain, Shaun Pollock, will spin. Steve Waugh will call. False alarm. Heads called by Steve Waugh. Tails it is. Shaun Pollock wins the toss. Shaun, what are you going to do?
We're going to have a bowl.
What is your thinking?
Well, we don't think the wicket's going to get any worse, and tonight there's a good chance of dew. We played on Sunday and the ball did get a bit slippery at the end, so we prefer to bowl first and chase.
Now, Shaun, the whole hoo-ha over the Hansie Cronje affair, has that affected you and the team greatly?
I think it's affected our preparation, there's no doubt, but we had a meeting yesterday morning and we discussed it and we tried to put it behind us, and we're really ready to go get out here and play against the best team in the world at the moment.
Obviously, this has necessitated some changes in your side.
Yes, Dave Callahan's come back to add a bit of stability to the middle order there. With Hansie giving way, it's obviously left a bit of a gap, and we haven't decided to play a spinner today.
Much has been made of this being the revenge series after the World Cup. How do you feel about that?
Well, I think we go out to win every series. Obviously, it would be nice to win, and we can call it the revenge, but even if we had won the last series, we'll still be trying just as hard to get out there and win the series.
This is a big moment for you. Obviously, you've captained South Africa before, and notably against Australia in the final of the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, but that wasn't an official one-day international, so it's nice to know that in the back of the mind, but put it behind you and concentrate on today's game.
Have a good match.
Thank you very much.
Steve, you have lost the toss and been asked to bat.
Oh, I'm happy with that. I think I would have batted first in this wicket anyway, but looks a good wicket. Should be some good cricket today.
Shaun's thinking is that there might be a bit of dew this evening, which makes the ball wet and difficult in the field.
Well, we can't change that. If there's dew, there's dew. I mean, that's all part of the game. It's not a real concern.
Now, how has this whole Hansie Cronje business affected the Australians?
Oh, it's a disruption to everyone. We don't want to see it in cricket. It's unfortunate, but we're here to play 3 good games of cricket, and that's what we're going to do.
Any surprises on your side?
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, it's always hard to pick our side. We've got some good players there, but Shane Lee and Ian Harvey miss out, and they're both good players, so hopefully they'll get a game at some stage.
People have been billing this the sort of revenge series from South Africa's point of view because of what happened in the World Cup. How do you look at it?
We look at it as 3 games of cricket against a very good side. It'll be a competitive series. There's no revenge factor for us, obviously, but if South Africa see it that way, then I guess it's their prerogative, but we're here just to play good cricket.
And Australian cricket is on a high at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, we're playing well, but that can soon change if you get complacent or take things for granted. So we want to make sure we finish the season off well here.
Good luck to you, Steve. Thank you.
This is plain talking Australian captain Steve Waugh, and that's his team. Mark Waugh and Adam Gilchrist. Matthew Hayden gets a number 3 spot in the continued absence of Ricky Ponting. Michael Bevan, Steve Waugh, Damien Martin, Andrew Simons. They really do bat late. Shane Warne, Brett Lee, Damien Fleming and Glenn McGrath. So they've got 3 full seam bowlers there. South Africa, big hole in the middle with the absence of Hansie Cronje, not just as captain but as lead batsman as well. Dave Callahan comes in their lineup. Kirsten Gibbs, Cullis, McKenzie, Rhodes, Callahan, Boucher, Klusner, Pollock. So you see they bat pretty deep as well. Then Nanti Hayward and Makaya Ntini. 2 very good teams. We should expect a very good cricket match. Let's pick up the highlights then. It's the second over. It's Jacques Cullis bowling to Adam Gilchrist.
in the air and over the top, down towards square leg. This is a quickish outfield 4. So Gilchrist in normal fashion getting one away over the infield for 4. He is the danger man.
And Adam Gilchrist, your margin for error is very small. That ball just drifted into his pads. Not a bad delivery, but Gilchrist, he does take advantage of anything fractionally short, fractionally wide, and that just a fraction towards leg side, and he just punches it away. Lovely shot to get Australia off the mark.
Over the top she goes. That's gone a long way. That's gone all the way. Yes, it has. Straight over the top of wide long on. Was it all the way? It looked as if it got there. Perhaps it didn't. Perhaps it was just short. Well, that's the longest boundary on the ground. Not a bad hit.
Great hit. Just look at this. That's a good length ball off stump. And he's just put his right foot down towards middle of the leg and smashed it wide of mid-on over the top. Look at this. That is a marvellous shot.
Big appeal for LBW. Pollock's got him. Mark Warner's out. LBW. Magnificent delivery. It nipped back. I think it was largely because he was back on his stumps. And the umpire out there took a long time. That's Dave Orchard. Had a long look at it. It looked pretty good to me. He was back, and that was the problem. Have another look.
Just nips back into Mark Waugh. Hits him, well, he's on the crease. He's gone nowhere. Hits his back pad, front pad together. That's going to hit middle and leg. Dave Orchard took a long time. But Mark Waugh, he's gone. LBW to Pollock for naught. And South Africa strike. Australia 1 down for 8.
Oh, that's close too, but I think pitched outside leg stump. Yes, despite the fact that he's very close, I think it pitched just outside leg stump. Good bowling, though, from Pollock. He's bang on target.
Over the top. Don't think this one will go all the way. He didn't quite connect it. They'll look for the third and get it.
Yes, good running. Good running, you're right. He didn't quite middle that. I've been giving him big raps. How he never hits the ball anywhere other than in the middle of the bat. Yes, Hayden will be a little nervous. You want to get off the mark. This will be close. He's got him. He's outrun out. He's outrun out. You don't have to worry about asking for a replay there. That is magnificent fielding. Hayden wanted to get off the mark. Out of the traps he was. That one hit the stumps direct. I think it was Crooks that came in there. It was Gibbs, correction, it was Gibbs. Gibbs came in. He's a very, very good fieldsman. I don't think Hayden needs to hang around. Let's have a look.
My reaction is the same as yours, Tony. I think he's gone. Gibbs at his best. Let's have a look. He's gone. He's a mile out. He's not in frame, and the crowd have been gone. They're on their feet. What a start for South Africa. What a start. Brilliant cricket by South Africa. Great bowling, brilliant fielding. And Australia now 2 down.
Michael Bevan, the new batsman. 12 for 2. Not a great start for Australia anyhow. Oh, it's a diving Jonty Rhodes there trying to get a hand on that one. Correction, it's Callahan. Oh, well played. Beautifully struck away down. Is that over the top? Yes, it is that time. Well, Gilchrist doesn't really care what the score is. If you bowl short to him, I don't think he can help himself. He tends to target the crowd.
He's such a magnificent striker of the ball is Gilchrist. And Pollock just dragging it down a little bit, not too short. Margin of error to this man on strike is very small indeed. And he just leans onto the back foot and smashes it over mid-wicket into the crowd for 6. That's a glorious shot.
That certainly wasn't a half volley, and it's put away in front of square on the offside. That's a wonderful stroke. Not too much wrong with that delivery from Jacques Kallis.
Yeah, Jacques Kallis just getting it slightly wide and is not swinging back in him and allows him to use his arms. I don't think Kallis is the best bowler to left-handers, and I'm wondering if that's not the ploy the Australians have used. To try and get as many as the left-handers in the top 4 or 5 as possible.
Well, that's just short of a length, and he's hit it beautifully. That's gone for 6. Well in front of square. on the leg side. Gilchrist is such a special player.
Just no half measures from Gilchrist. It's either 6-4 or block. He's not going to waste his time. He picks the length so early. That's important. It's a short boundary that side, and he's onto it in a flash. Middle of the bat, bang.
That's a very, very good shot, and that's gone for 4. Just seems to be that there's no margin of error whatsoever to Adam Gilchrist.
Yeah, on this wicket that comes on so beautifully. Even bounce, just using the pace. A lot of bottom hand, as it should be, on that stroke. Desperate from Nanta Hayward.
Lovely shot through the offside from Gilchrist. Once again, it wasn't such a bad ball. His timing is absolutely exquisite. And he's put that away for another 4. Cyril Mitchell, maybe with a bit of a smile on his face. I think he enjoyed that shot.
He certainly did, and I don't think he's the only one. Just watch here, he punches the ball. He doesn't follow through. Gilchrist is a puncher. He just punches the ball with power, just races off.
Got that through the onside, rather. Found the gap. Lance Clues was the man that's striding after it. He's just going to get hold of it before it goes to the ropes, eventually, I might say. And a couple more runs. Into the over, 51 for 2. And line, I think, just spot on to Bevan, just short of a length. A little bit of extra bounce as well, and perhaps a yard quicker.
Yep, I think this was a little bit quicker than Bevan anticipated. You see his back foot not going across and staying on the crease and then trying to force it through the offside. With the ball going across him, always difficult to play. And that's well bowled. I don't think he should leave that spot.
This time pitched up. Now he's got that away beautifully on the leg side. So there's a bit of a chase for Neil McKenzie towards the longest boundary. He is going to tag it. He does. And they settle for 3. Oh, that's a lovely shot from Gilchrist. Once again, nothing wrong with the delivery. He has just played that superbly through the offside for another 4.
Well, there's a bit of width, and it's pitched up, and it's in the slot.
Does that move at all or not?
It's Gilchrist's day. What do you do?
Gilchrist on 46. And this may be 50. And Kirsten, the chase up, keeps Gilchrist 1 short.
That was always going to be touch and go. But Gary Kirsten, he just made it in time. Good looking shot, not too much footwork, but nice body weight, leaning into the ball. And a good save by Kirsten. Top stuff.
Edged and gone. What an absolutely brilliant catch by Mark Boucher. That was wide of him, I'll swear. And the athleticism of the South African keeper has brought a huge wicket for the home side. Gilchrist gone for 49 in dramatic circumstances. The visitors are 70 for 3.
And what a way to get out. What a brilliant catch by Boucher. The big slash, full length to his left. Absolutely brilliant. And some credit must go to Gary Kirsten. He denied him his 50 by saving that 4. Gilchrist now gone for 49. Very well played for indeed. Australia 70 for 3.
He follows it up with a slower ball and taking the single. Oh! Desperately close again, Gibbs. He's already got 1 victim, and War, itching to get off the mark, was nearly the second.
Brilliant fielding by Gibbs. And that was very close. Did it hit the stumps?
Through and 4.
Huge crowd here at Kingsmead. Beautiful evening. And that's a beautiful shot. Found the gap on the offside. Just leant into it, goes onto the back foot. Beautiful distribution of the body weight.
Oh, he's got him! A little wide. War's gone after it, and Tini has got a big wicket. And Australia are in a bit of trouble now. At 79 for 4, War gone for just 2. And what a blow that is for Mackay and Tini.
Well, Mackay Tini deserves that. He's bowled well. This is his 11th delivery. It's the right line, maybe a fraction wide. Doesn't quite bounce enough. The bottom edge. Steve Waugh looking for one of his favourite shots. Boucher takes a good low catch. And now Australia struggling. Steve Waugh gone for 2. 79 for 4.
Lovely stroke, bit of width off it, and it was just thrashed away uncompromisingly to the cover boundary for 4. Martin off the mark, 84 for 4.
Oh, and that's out. There's a noise. Was it pad? Was it pad? I think, oh no, he's walking. He's walking. There was definitely a noise. Going for the pull shot, trying to get it away to long on. Wasn't given out by umpire Sincox. Mind you, there may have been a little nod there, but there was definitely a big noise.
Well, what a nice wicket to get now. Michael Bevan's the man, and Mackay Tini's done it again. And I can't agree with you more. He's bowled superbly. There's a little bit of frustration and an out-of-character shot by Michael Bevan, certainly. No doubt. It's exactly what South Africa needed.
Right, so Natini strikes, and with the total on 90, 5 wickets are down. So there it is, 24 years of age, an average of 31, and a strike rate of better than a runner ball. This is Natini again. Oh, and off the edge, and it's gone down to the third man boundary. Would it be 4? Yes, it is. Mind you, not before a desperate dive was put in down on the boundary. Well, that's well played. That's beautifully struck through the offside field. Very strong. Up on the back foot. It was just a little bit short. He gave him a little bit of room there, and while there are 3, in fact 4 fielders on the offside, he managed to get it through the gap for 4.
Yeah, that was a good shot. There's no doubt he got back. It wasn't short enough. If it's going to be short, it's got to be shorter. It's not even reaching waist high. Just right.
Off the edge, slippers wide. He went for it. It was certainly far too far away from Boucher. There was no way in the world he was going to get to it. Also went down a bit. Every now and again down that end, one staying down a little bit, just a little low.
Well, again on the back foot, doesn't get across. And, well, I don't know. I don't know that on this wicket from this end, as you've picked it right, it does have a tendency to stay down. I don't know that Jacques Kallis might be at first slip as opposed to a second and a half.
Short delivery. Hit into the gap again. That's going down to one of the longer boundaries, and oh, what an effort. What an effort. Shaun Pollock down there diving straight at that one. It was about to roll over the line or over the rope down there, and he managed to drag it back. This is real commitment in the field.
Yeah, that's the commitment we need from the captain. He's got to show his boys I'm prepared to do it. And the slide, pull back, he's tagged it nicely. There's even somebody chasing behind him, which is good cricket. Brian Tini had to pull it back a little bit now.
Let's cut away very forcefully, and it's well fielded too. Well, another 2 runs saved. 109 for 5. That's over the top, and that'll be 4. It's bound. No, it won't, will it? It will. Bouncing away down to the boundary for 4. So you can see here this philosophy these Australians have, this aggressive streak they have. If it's up there, they're still going to go for it. It's interesting. It's not often the way.
Can't fault it when you're playing the ball like that.
Oh, and that's surely that's out. Yes, caught behind. Now then, that's an interesting one, wasn't it? He was trying to play that with a flat bat through the offside field. Didn't bounce. I think it may have hit the bottom edge. Well, another wicket has fallen. Another wicket has fallen. The Australians don't need this. Simons is out. They're in trouble here.
Yep, he's just trying to stand there and flay it through the offside. And I'm afraid he's paid the price. Makayantini, ball coming back into him. And umpire Orchard, no doubt. Boucher has taken his 4th catch.
Right, so the end of Andrew Simons for 20. It's 6 for 118. Natini, who's bowling well. Oh, that's out too! Yes, caught behind. Natini is having a ball. Well, a big outside edge. Australia's only hope, the only remaining batsman, Damien. No, it's not. It's Shane Warne. Shane Warne has nicked it. There's still hope.
Only hope you need is bob up at the moment, mate. At this stage, Shane Warne, he's got one short ball and he's parried it straight to Mark Boucher, and that's his 5th. Great catch, and Shane Warne's out for naught. What?
Damien Fleming coming down the steps to face the music.
He's hit that one pretty cleanly. That's in front of square on the offside, and it's gone for 4. It's a very, very good stroke.
South Africa still attacking, a slip and a gully in place. No sweeper for Fleming. And width offered here by Makayantini. Elegant looking shot. He makes good contact there, and then the left leg comes up. Just to emphasize the follow through. So it's 4 more to Damien Fleming. He moves to 10. Australia 136 for 7.
Lovely line again. Jonty Rhodes in the game. Direct hit will be very close. Well, he didn't hit, but outstanding fielding again from Rhodes. Fleming had to get the long strides in. End result, a single.
Yeah, I don't know how close this would have been, because I think Rhodes took just a fraction longer than he should have. Dives there, looks, and then throws. Just out if he had hit.
That's a great shot for 4. That is a really fine shot from Damien Martin. Just a hint of width, and he's utilised the pace ever so elegantly. And that's his 2nd boundary.
Well, no swing, no seam, just straight hit me through the line. And Mananto Hayward not happy with that.
That's a super shot. Again, it was the width, but my word, it was packed away. Delightful fashion by Martin. Powerfully struck for 4. Partnership into the 40s.
What a top shot. Stood there and smashed it through the line.
In the air, he's picked the slower ball and launched it away over mid-off. And Pollock chases in vain.
Well, all credit to the lower-end batsman. He's come to the party. He's moved on to 20. He's picked that off the fast bowler. And he's doing a job. It's as good a shot as you need to play.
There's the edge, and this will skate away to the 3rd-man fence. They'll come back for 2 and bring up the 50 partnership. That'll be 4. Again, colours straying onto the pads. He just clipped away for 4. Pulled in the air. Intini should catch it. Does. Just when it was slipping away for the home side, an important wicket, a useful hand from Damien Fleming. He's out for 29. Cullis picks up his first wicket, and Intini takes a comfortable catch. It's 183 for 7.
Well, he doesn't get it right on the middle of it, and Intini runs around. Comfortable catch, just what the home side needed now. And suddenly there's still 9 overs left, and 183 for 8. Well, in comes the new man now. He's the fast man.
Well, it's going to be 4, or is it? Did he get enough bat on it? Over the ropes.
Oh, well, we'll just have to beg to differ on that point then, won't we? Certainly the South Africans I spoke to were pretty depressed about the way things were. Today, Martin on 50. 71 balls, and what an innings it's been. Down the wicket he goes. That's a very good shot, just wide of the mid-on fieldsman. Damien Martin has decided he's going to try and pile a few runs on here.
He has judged this innings so well, has Damien Martin. His 5th boundary, a little step down the wicket, and he punches it wide of mid-on for a very well-played boundary. It really was.
Just can't believe it. I can't believe he was looking into the lights. He was looking straight down the ground. He had it totally covered. It just didn't stay there.
It's unbelievable. He just took his eye off it at the wrong time. He had it covered. He looked as though he was going to take it. An absolute dolly. At the last minute, he took his eye off it, and down it went.
Well, it's so unlike him. That would have been number 6. Bowled right up in the block hole. Pollock starting a new over here. Slow delivery, it's in the air, it's going down towards mid-wicket, it's into the gap, and it's very well played. The placement there was perfect. Not easy to adjust for a slower ball. Lovely shot by Damien Martin.
That could prove very costly for South Africa, that drop catch. It's Damien Martin, he's in fine fettle. Judged his innings to perfection. He's now launching into it. And boundaries, they're so important now.
Smashed away, and that'll go for 4 as well. This has been a superb innings. Damien Martin has come to the party, given the opportunity tonight. Australia in serious trouble, and he's played a gem of an innings.
And this is a gem of a shot. Just a little bit of room in the air, but he knew exactly where he was hitting it.
Oh, that's well bowled. Oh, it's got through. It's been squeezed through for 4. Runs coming in all directions at the moment, and in some strange ways. Oh, this is an interesting one. That was a quicker ball from Cullis. He can't believe it. Oh, well bowled. Right in the block hole. Down the wicket goes Martin. Oh, I think that's probably out. The umpire saying not out. Perhaps he lost the ball. No, he's got it in his hand still. Well, it seems to me that all is well down there. He hasn't given him out. And that is the end of the innings. A little bit of surprise there on the part of the South Africans. It'll be interesting to see how close this was. Let's have a look. I think it's going to be out, actually. I think that's probably out, although you can't see the bails. Umpire Mitchley not asking for the replay, and now Cullis is staying out there saying, don't you want to change your mind on that?
So that total of 240 for 9 actually representing a bit of a comeback, and you can see that in the card. After Adam Gilchrist made 51 from just 40 balls and Bevan 31, No contributions really until Damian Martin with 74 started to put together partnerships. First with Damien Fleming, who made 29, and then Brett Lee was 24 not out. Just 9 extras. Good discipline South African bowling from 50 overs, 240 for 9. Sean Pollock had 1 for 43. Good outing for him. His first with a full South African side as captain. Lance Klusener none for 27 from 10 overs. With Kallis 1 for 51. Hayward 1 for 58. Makaya and Ntini picked up 4 wickets, but they cost him 56 runs. So maybe that was just a shape of things to come. We'll take a little break here now on this highlights package. When we're back, the South African reply.
Well, he's disappeared pretty quickly. That's in front of square on the offside. An indication of the good form that Gary Kirsten's in at the moment. He got runs in the trial game on the weekend, and he's got off a very good boundary.
A lot of width off it, and Gary Kirsten's always onto that thing in a flash. It's a good sign for South Africa.
And he's gone again. Lovely shot again. Just about identical. Back-to-back boundaries.
Well, again, short and wide, and Gary Kirsten onto it. See just now, tonight this ball just flies off.
Gibbs has wafted at one outside the off stump. Glenn McGrath has tied him down, and South Africa have paid the penalty.
Yeah, they certainly have. And Herschel Gibbs, again outside off stump, trying to force the pace. Doesn't get back, and you can't play in the air with Stephen Waugh around. Good catch.
So elation from the Australians, as you would expect. And Herschel Gibbs is the man that goes without scoring. Neil McKenzie is the man who's batting at number 3.
That's what we need to do.
And he's going to be looking for 2 here. Bang! Slight hesitation, but safely back. So that'll be a good feeling for young Neil McKenzie. Got off the mark in a confident fashion. That one's a bit straighter, and he's got that past. Going to come back for 2. That's a very good shot from Gary Kirsten. It's a very, very good shot. Square drive from the young Neil McKenzie, and that's his first boundary.
Well, I like the confidence there, Mike. Onto the front foot. He's not going to stand back as this youngster. It's good to see.
Oh, he's flying. Oh, he's got him. He's hit it in the air. He's hit it in the air, straight to cover point. That wasn't a great delivery. Short outside off stump, and McKenzie has made the mistake of hitting it in the air. The fieldsman dead square there with Simons, and, well, international cricketers don't drop these.
Well, McKenzie middles it. He made the mistake of hitting it in the air, straight to Simons at point. And a disappointed McKenzie goes for 14. South Africa, 32 for 2.
Jacques Kallis is the new batsman, 24 years of age, and a very good player. Oh, well played. Smashed through the offside field. Well, that's Kallis releasing himself. That's the sort of little bit of pressure that builds up. As soon as he gets one that's up there, whack. Lovely shot.
Glorious shot on the rise. He finds the gap, the full flourish of the bat. And as this ball struck the bat, he knew it was 4. A couple of trots down the wicket. And it had the crowd on their feet.
Oh, through the offside again. That's a lovely drive. That's the second time that Kallis has caressed it through the offside field. Yes, I think he's got Brett Lee's measure at the moment. He's hit him on the up. That one was a little further up, and he drove it through there with ease. Brett Lee just finishing that over as that one is hit through the offside field. Gary Kirsten this time with a lovely cover drive. Yes, that last ball was a no ball. He had to re-bowl it, and the result is 4.
Glorious stroke. Absolutely magnificent. Over cover for 6. You will not see a better stroke than that. Down the wicket just a little, and launching over the top of extra cover, away into the stand.
Well, this is as good a shot we've seen all day. Nice and positive. Right off the middle and over extra cover for 6. That is a really top shot.
Oh, he's gone again, and it's 4. Cullis at his best.
Said he looked the part, he certainly does. Just inches up the wicket again. Finds the gap, and it's 4.
Super shot, straight down the ground. It may not go all the way, but Kirsten is going to come back for 3. Warn the chaser.
Once again, the ball bobbling off one of the Australian fieldsmen, and that time Shane Warne.
That brings up the 100. 2 wickets down.
Appeal there, pad then bat. Don't often see umpires give those out. That's a lovely drive too. That looks as if it'll go to the boundary for 4. It's another Palace cover drive. He's played this shot so well today. Started with a beautiful cover drive on the up, and that one he didn't really try and hit too hard. Lovely timing.
This has really got to be one of the best sights in the game. Good stride in, freeing the arms and just hitting through the line. There is a sweep on the offside, but he timed it beautifully. Didn't try and hit it too hard. Absolutely perfect balance. And 4 runs.
That one's going quickly as well. That'll be 4. Well, they're picking them off, aren't they? So the Australians are beginning to look very frustrated. 115 for 2.
Well, it's the second boundary in 3 deliveries, and this hasn't been a very good over from Andrew Symonds. I've seen one glorious cover drive, but that one sliding leg side. Gilchrist, I think, got a little bit of a shock as well, and Kirsten just turning it around the corner, very fine indeed, and beating the fine leg. 49 not out now, Gary Kirsten.
And that's it, beautifully played. This has been a very professional innings by Gary Kirsten. All these South African players under a lot of pressure. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. 116 for 2. Here we go again, down to 3rd man. This is going to go to the boundary as well. Beautifully played, Gary Kirsten. That's lovely cricket. Just a little bit of room, that's all he needs. And he's got it away for 4 again.
Well, that really was a remarkable shot from Kirsten. A good pace from Brett Lee from around the wicket, angling in, trying to tuck him up. And he's played a very, very fine indeed. Must be extremely frustrating for the Australian quick bowler, but Kirsten knew exactly where he's playing it.
Cullis pulls away wide of mid-on. It's a muscular stroke. It's going out towards the mid-wicket fence for 4. Got himself into an awkward position there and just relied on his strength to heave it away wide of mid-on. Takes him to 46.
Real good shot this from Jacques Cullis.
And you see the partnership 1 short of the century mark. And there it is, clipped away out to Michael Bevan. Just the single, and up comes the 100 partnership between Gary Kirsten and Jacques Cullis. Just an hour and a half, 124 balls. It's been a very 130 balls according to our screen, 124 according to the scoreboard. But nonetheless, it's been a very worthwhile effort between these two. Well played by Cullis as that's steepled into the body. He's wanting two and he's coming for two. Good cricket all round from the South Africans. 30 gone, 20 remain. 1-3-4 for 2. .50 for Cullis, and what a fine innings it's been. Well-deserved acclaim, a standing ovation from this huge crowd at Kingsmead, and perhaps most significantly from his teammates. Just 70 balls, and some all studded with some superb boundaries. That 6 over extra cover, the shot of the match. That's a super stroke. The punch down the ground, long on is vacant. It'll go for 4. Kirsten turning on the style.
And this crowd loving it here at Kingsmead. They've come to support their fans, and they've come in their thousands. Capacity crowd. And again, good play by Kirsten. You can see him there just drift across to the offside. He knows there's no one straight on the onside. That's top play, it really is.
Has it carried? I think it has. Glenn McGraw has done the damage. Very good catch from Adam Gilchrist, having to dive well forward. Now, that's one of the most difficult to take. Jacques Kallis just asking the question to the Australian players, and he's now on his way.
Well, McGraw's come in and done the job, and there's no doubt it's carried. And it's quite right that Kallis stood and had a look. Not easy to see. Just nicked it, look behind. Just making sure. What an innings. 161 for 3 now.
Big round of applause here for Jonty Rhodes as he walks onto the ground. Of course, the first time that he's been wearing the colours of South Africa for some time. Very well played. Lovely timing from Gary Kirsten, and it's gone for 4. Damien Fleming hasn't had the best of evenings. A night he's not going to remember, I think. That should have been stopped. Kirsten's timing has been absolutely exquisite all night.
Well, he's nice and late onto it. Lets the ball come onto him, although he's in the front foot. There's a lot of pace in that ball, and that's not the best fielding effort you'll see tonight.
That's good play from Gary Kirsten. Brilliant running from Jonty Rhodes. Kirsten having to get the long strides out. They come back for 2 in the end. That's good aggressive running.
Well, it's good aggressive running if you Jonty Rhodes. Gary Kirsten, he's got 79 and he's dragging his heels. Lost a bit of water. He head down and run, boy.
Always knew there was going to be 2. He's got that through for 4. It's a very good shot from Jonty Rhodes. A lovely square drive. Much to the delight of his home crowd. 39 overs gone, 179 for 3. It's a very, very, very good hit. Wasn't all that short. Jonty Rhodes has picked it up and he smacked it into the crowd.
Well, that's just what South Africa needed now, just to increase the run rate. And Rhodes is so quick on the short ball. He's onto it like a flash. He's hit in the middle of the bat and it's gone way, way back. And that's a beautiful shot from Jonty.
He's got it through. Beat the bowler, beat mid-on, and has gone for 4. That's a lovely shot. Just a little bit of a sachet down the track. And a straight drive. 197 for 3. A little bit short. He's got it away on the offside. There is Michael Bevan. He's very quick across the ground. The arm these days not all that strong. 2 more runs, and it also brings up the 200 for South Africa. And they're just 3 wickets down.
Oh, he's hit that one way over the top. It's gone for 6. Beautiful shot. He's an exciting cricketer, isn't he? Jonty Rhodes, brilliant in the field, and here he is now with the bat, flying it all around the ground. Pleasure to watch.
And he's brought the Kingsmead faithful onto their feet. Great shot. Nothing wrong with the delivery. Length ball off stump. And he just smashes it in the middle, into the middle of the crowd. What a shot. He moves to 33 off 24 deliveries. 2 sixes, and both beautifully struck. 54 runs this partnership. Wow, quickly they've got on with it, these two.
Oh, he's bowled in. He's bowled in. Slower delivery. He tried to paddle it away down towards square leg. Well, that's the end of a superb innings. He deserved 100, Gary Kirsten. Oh, it's brought a smile to the face of Brent Lee, but I'm afraid it's too late, and they're not going to be rising to cheer him off for his 100, but they'll certainly cheer him off for a magnificent innings.
Very well disguised slower ball by Lee. He enjoyed it. Kirsten didn't, but the crowd rise to a fantastic innings. Kirsten gone for 97, but he's put South Africa in ascendancy. 228 for 4.
The end of Gary Kirsten, and well, he deserved a century. However, listen to the cheer. Lance Klusner striding out to the centre. Those are the various economy rates. The most expensive of the bowlers there, because if Stephen Warren Fleming take away those honours, and McGrath easily the most economical. Into the gap, and it'll go all the way. We'll lift to the boundary for 4. I think it probably will just make it. Yes, it will.
And this crowd, they're enjoying this. They're on their feet. They know victory is only a few runs away, and not any of them have left this ground. Capacity crowd enjoyed some wonderful cricket by the South Africans. Vain effort here. So Klusner now on strike. He's yet to score. 8 deliveries.
Oh, he's had a go at that one, and that's the end of that. Lance Klusner's got one off the middle of the bat. It's bounced once into the crowd. South Africa have won this first one-day international, and they've won it in fine style.
They really have, and the crowd rise to them, and they deserve all the acclaims they can get. They've been under pressure all week. It's taken a huge effort by these South Africans. And this is the last ball of the match. Klusner off the mark. 4 runs. South Africa win in convincing fashion. Very, very professional performance. South Africa win by 6 wickets.
Just what a big moment this was there for South Africa.